Ever felt a connection to the universe that's hard to explain? You might be a spiritual seer. Welcome to our journey into the realm of the extraordinary. Today we delve into the intriguing concept of spiritual seers. These are individuals who possess a profound connection to the cosmos, experiencing life through a lens that transcends the ordinary. They're not just observers of the universe, but active participants in its dance. It's as if they've tapped into the universe's secret language, understanding its whispers and rhythms in ways that might seem inexplicable to others. A spiritual seer is unique because they don't just live in the world. They feel, sense, and interact with the energies that permeate everything around us. It's like they've unlocked a secret door, leading to a world full of vibrant colors, sounds, and sensations that most people aren't even aware of. In this video, we're going to explore the 6 signs that you might be a spiritual seer. These signs are like breadcrumbs on the path to understanding your deeper connection to the universe. They might reveal to you a whole new perspective on your existence, a perspective that can enrich your life and deepen your understanding of the world. Before we embark on this exploration, consider subscribing to our channel. We're dedicated to providing enlightening content that opens up new horizons of understanding. By subscribing, you're not just joining a community of like-minded individuals, you're stepping onto a path of discovery that can transform your perception of reality. So are you ready to embark on this extraordinary journey? Are you prepared to explore the depth of your connection to the universe? If so, brace yourself. We're about to delve into the signs that might reveal you as a spiritual seer, one of the few people who experience the world in a way that's beyond the ordinary. Stay tuned to discover if you are one of the few who experience this spiritual awakening. Sign number 1, heightened intuition. Ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be right? This is intuition, a subconscious form of knowledge that often guides us in our decisions. It's that inexplicable feeling that something is about to happen, that quiet whisper that nudges us towards a specific course of action. Intuition is like a compass, pointing us in the direction we need to go, even when our logical mind may not see the path ahead. Now, imagine having this feeling amplified. This is the reality for spiritual seers, individuals who possess an uncanny ability to sense things before they happen. Their heightened intuition transcends the ordinary, often providing them with insights and premonitions that seem out of reach for most of us. Consider the story of a woman named Lisa. One day, Lisa felt a strong urge to visit her elderly neighbor, even though she had no apparent reason to do so. Trusting her intuition, she went over, only to find her neighbor in need of immediate medical assistance. Had Lisa not listened to her gut feeling, the outcome could have been drastically different. Or take the case of a man named Daniel. He was about to invest a significant sum in a promising startup. However, something didn't feel right. Despite all logical indicators pointing towards a profitable investment, Daniel decided to trust his gut and hold off. A few months later, the startup went bankrupt. Stories like these are not uncommon among spiritual seers. Their heightened intuition acts like a sixth sense, guiding them through life with an added layer of understanding and foresight. This is not about having supernatural powers, it's about being in tune with one's inner self, about being open to the subtle energies and signals that the universe sends our way. So the next time you have a gut feeling, don't dismiss it. Pay attention, listen, reflect. It could be your intuition trying to guide you. And who knows, it may be more than just a hunch. Trust your gut. It could be a sign that you are a spiritual seer. Sign number 2, lucid dreaming. Do you control your dreams, or do they control you? Let's dive into the fascinating realm of lucid dreaming. This is not just any old dreaming. It's a type of dream where you're aware that you're dreaming. You're the director, the actor, and the audience all at once. You can influence the dream's narrative, the characters, and the environment. You're in the driver's seat of your own subconscious. Now you might be wondering, what does this have to do with being a spiritual seer? Well, let me tell you, lucid dreaming is said to be a sign of spiritual awakening. It's a manifestation of one's ability to peer into the spiritual realm, to venture beyond the confines of physical reality. It's almost as if your spirit is taking a nightly stroll, exploring the mysteries of the universe while your body is fast asleep. Take, for instance, the dream of flying. You might find yourself soaring above the clouds, feeling the cool breeze against your skin and witnessing the world from a bird's-eye view. This could symbolize a longing for freedom, a desire to break free from earthly constraints. Or perhaps it's a sign that you're rising above life's challenges, viewing things from a higher perspective. Or consider a dream where you're walking through a labyrinth, trying to find your way out. This could indicate that you're navigating through a complex situation in your waking life, searching for clarity amid confusion. Remember, the key to understanding your lucid dreams lies in their interpretation. It's a deeply personal process, as unique as your fingerprint. Only you can decode the symbols, the emotions, and the narratives that unfold in your dream world. Lucid dreaming is more than just a cool sci-fi movie-like experience. It's a tool for self-discovery, for spiritual growth. It's a window into your soul, a mirror reflecting your innermost thoughts and feelings. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of a lucid dream, don't just passively observe, engage, interact, learn, grow, uncover the spiritual truths that lie within. If your dreams feel more real than reality, it could be a sign of your spiritual sight. Sign number 3, empathy. Do you feel others' emotions as if they were your own? Empathy, it's more than just understanding another's feelings. It is experiencing them, living them, and acknowledging them as if they were your own. For spiritual seers, empathy is a guiding light, an internal compass that leads towards deeper connections and understanding. Let's consider a spiritual seer named Lucy. Lucy has always felt a profound connection to people around her. Even as a child, she could sense sadness in her friends' laughter, joy in her teacher's stern voice, and fear in her sister's brave facade. As she grew older, Lucy realized that this ability to feel what others feel was not common. It was a gift, a spiritual gift that allowed her to connect with others on a level most could only dream of. This heightened sense of empathy led Lucy to a deeper understanding of the universe and her place in it. She realized that we are all interconnected, that our emotions are not isolated phenomena, but rather ripples in the vast ocean of collective consciousness. This realization was transformative. It allowed Lucy to perceive the world not as a collection of separate entities, but as a unified whole, a spiritual ecosystem where every emotion, every thought, and every action has a profound impact. Then there's the story of Mark. Mark's empathy led him on a spiritual journey that changed his life. He was always deeply affected by the pain and suffering he saw in the world. But instead of letting it consume him, Mark used his empathy as a catalyst for change. He dedicated his life to alleviating the suffering of others, and in doing so, found his true spiritual purpose. Empathy for spiritual seers is not a burden, but a gift. It opens doors to deeper understanding, fosters connections that transcend the physical realm, and guides us towards our true purpose. It's a sign that you are seeing the world not just with your physical eyes, but with your spiritual eyes too. If you can't help but feel what others feel, you might be seeing the world through a spiritual lens. Sign number 4, synchronicity. Ever noticed a pattern in the chaos? Synchronicity is a fascinating concept. It's this idea that certain events are meaningfully related, not by cause and effect, but by their simultaneous occurrence. It's like the universe is playing a symphony and you're in tune with the music. Synchronicity is not just about random chance or coincidence. It's about meaningful connections and patterns that guide us. For spiritual seers, synchronicity is often a common experience. They find themselves in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people, or stumbling upon the right information just when they need it. Each event seems to be a piece of a jigsaw puzzle, falling into place to reveal a bigger picture. Let's delve into some stories of synchronicity that led to profound insights. Picture a woman who, after years of feeling lost, stumbles upon a forgotten book in her attic. The book, filled with wisdom about self-discovery and personal growth, provides the guidance she's been seeking. Or imagine a man who, after deciding to quit his unfulfilling job, unexpectedly meets an old friend who offers him an exciting opportunity in a field he's always wanted to explore. In both these stories, synchronicity is at play. It's not about the book or the friend appearing out of thin air. Instead, it's about these individuals being open to the universe's guidance, noticing the patterns, and acting upon them. Synchronicity doesn't mean life is predetermined, but rather that there are guiding forces, patterns, and connections that can lead us to our true path if we're attentive and open. So, if you often find yourself in the midst of these meaningful coincidences, if you seem to be consistently guided by some unseen force, if you notice patterns where others see chaos, then you might be experiencing synchronicity. And this could be a sign that your spiritual sight is coming to the fore. If your life feels like a puzzle falling into place, your spiritual sight might be guiding you. Sign number 5, nature connection. Do you feel a deep bond with the natural world? The call of the wild, the rustle of leaves, the gentle sway of trees, the dance of waves, the song of birds. Does it resonate within your soul? That's the 5th sign of a spiritual seer, a profound connection with nature. This connection is not merely about enjoying a walk in the woods or a swim in the ocean. It's about feeling a part of the natural world, understanding its rhythms, its ebb and flow. It's about recognizing that we are not separate from nature, but a part of it, a part of a beautiful, interconnected web of life. Consider this. Have you ever found yourself lost in the beauty of a sunset, felt an indescribable peace while sitting by a flowing river, or experienced an inexplicable sense of joy while walking barefoot on the grass? These are not mere moments of relaxation. They are moments of spiritual connection, moments when your spirit is communicating with the spirit of nature. We've all heard stories of individuals who found their spiritual sight through their relationship with nature. There's the tale of the lady who found her inner peace in the heart of a forest, the man who discovered his purpose while watching a sunrise on a mountaintop, the child who understood the concept of life and death while observing the changing seasons. These stories are not mere coincidences. They are examples of spiritual seers who have tapped into the wisdom of nature. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, has lessons to teach us. It teaches us about growth, change, resilience, and harmony. It reminds us of our own capacity for transformation and renewal. And for a spiritual seer, these lessons are not just observed, but deeply felt and internalized. So, the next time you find yourself surrounded by nature, take a moment to really connect. Let the serenity of the natural world wash over you. Listen to its whispers, feel its pulse, and who knows, you might just find your spiritual sight awakening. If nature speaks to you, it might be time to listen with your spiritual sight. And finally, sign number 6, visionary experiences. Ever seen something others couldn't? Visionary experiences, often misunderstood and brushed aside as mere hallucinations or dreams, are in fact a profound sign of spiritual sight. These are not the figments of an overactive imagination, but rather the glimpses of a realm that exists beyond our standard physical senses. Just like a painter sees a masterpiece within a blank canvas, spiritual seers can perceive realities that remain invisible to others. This seeing could manifest in many ways. It could be a vivid dream that feels more real than reality itself, a sudden flash of insight, or a recurring image that seems to hold a deep symbolic meaning. Let's take a journey into the lives of some individuals who've had such experiences. Imagine a woman, we'll call her Jane. She had a recurring dream of a golden key for weeks. It was so vivid and compelling she couldn't ignore it. Jane decided to meditate on this image, and through her introspection, she discovered a new spiritual path that completely transformed her life. Then there's John, who kept seeing the image of a tree in his mind's eye. This image led him to understand the interconnectedness of all life and sparked a deep sense of empathy and compassion within him. These visionary experiences are not just random occurrences, they are often messages, guiding us towards our spiritual path, waiting for us to decipher them. They can be catalysts to spiritual awakenings, leading us to question our existence and purpose, pushing us to explore the mysteries of life beyond our physical world. But remember, not all who have these experiences are spiritual seers. It's the interpretation, the understanding, and the transformation that follows that truly marks the journey of a spiritual seer. So if you've ever had such experiences, if you've seen something that others couldn't, it might not be a mere coincidence. It could be your spiritual sight trying to guide you, trying to awaken you. If you see the unseen, you might be a spiritual seer. So there you have it, the 6 signs of being a spiritual seer. Let's take a brief moment to recap. We started with heightened intuition, that inner voice that guides us, often inexplicably. Next, we discussed lucid dreaming, where one has control over their dreams and can use them for self-discovery. Then came empathy, an ability to deeply connect with others, feeling their emotions as if they were your own. We also explored synchronicity, those meaningful coincidences that seem to guide us. Our connection to nature, our ability to find peace and wisdom in the great outdoors, is another sign. Lastly, we delved into visionary experiences, those profound moments of insight that can change our lives. These signs are not definitive proof, but rather a guide, a compass pointing you towards your spiritual journey. If you resonate with these signs, you could be on a path of spiritual awakening. Remember, the journey is as important as the destination.